Hello. We are back in the No Man's Sky world again. Um, uh, I was going through my ships because I don't normally do that, during the year, unless I have new ships that I'm trying to build room for or whatever, right? And somehow or another, uh, I went through that that one expedition where you got the living ship, the new living ship, which was this one here, or was it this one here? It was both. Um, I don't know how this happened. I when I do when I did the expedition, I went into the expedition through the anomaly with this character, um, and I completed I completed the expedition like anybody else would, right? Finished, and in the end, you get this thing right here, something that I don't know that I'm actually going to use. I may fly it just to fly it, once or twice or whatever. But I didn't, go and check, my summon thingamajigger here, my roster of ships or anything like that. I just don't. Um, yeah, there's my squid. It's not green, it's yellow with a black top. Um, and that's a wraith. What the hell? I have a third one. This is just great. It just gets better. Um, wait, where'd it go? Okay, yeah. I'm like, I knew I didn't have three. I knew, I had an inkling that I had two. They came across with two different names. When I came back through um, from the expedition, I wound up in the anomaly, and I went over to the expedition podium thingamajigger to gather up all the stuff that um, I guess I had sent to myself or whatever, and the game just decided to send back to me minus certain pieces and parts and stuff like that, normal stuff. Um, and I claimed this through that expedition thingy. Then I went over to the Quicksilver thingy, and I'm pretty sure they sold me this little guy right here from the expedition thingy. So I wound up with two. And yes, they are absolutely uh, identical in every way. Identical. Um, let's see here. What do they have? I, see, I haven't even looked at this thing since that day. 493 maneuverability, 1150.7 hyperdrive range, shield strength 254.7, damage potential 410.6, whatever. Um, you know me, I only look at the two stats right now. And yeah. Okay, so let's take a look at this one. All right. 493.8 maneuverability, 1150.7 hyperdrive range, shield strength 254.7, damage potential 410.6. Um, I don't know what happened here. This is odd, right? Uh, I if I knew I could have done this, done that, I would have gotten wound up with two of the Starborn runners too, because well, why not? Um, I don't know. I don't really like living ships that much. They are. I don't know how to upgrade them at all. Other than go buzz around in the sky until an egg shows up in front of you, and I guess blow it up and get the freaking upgrade from it. That's about the only way I know how to upgrade these things. Eh, And like I said, I don't know. I don't use these things at all. Um, I don't know. Let's see what they do. Um, they might be all right. I mean, they might be faster than what I got. You never know. All right. So let's see here. We're spewing vents. 18 US. It's on the right hand side with this um, speed. We have 150 US, so it's even with the Starborn Runner as far as launch engines are concerned. Speed. Let's see what we get. Full speed. Garbage. Pure garbage. 217. Um, yeah, this is trash. This is a boat, and you can see just from that dash, it's great. It seems like it would be great, um, if you didn't have that white stuff there above the screen. That would be all right. That'd be a huge, huge, huge windscreen to look through, rather than you know what little bit we actually have in this ship. Let's see, what does it look like if we go, say, first person or third person? It looks pretty damn big and it's gaudy and it's all up in our face. It looks like the back end of an old Thunderbird, except for that squid trying to get out the back, or octopus or whatever the hell it is. It done ate something and it's trying to get out. Yeah, so I'm not sure where this ship came from. The extra one might just be a glitch or something. I don't know. I didn't do it. I didn't mean to. If I did, it just kind of showed up. And if I did mean to, I would have done it with a ship that I really, 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 really wanted, rather than a living ship. I don't mind living ships. It's just I don't know what to do with them other than fly them, say, to a meetup or something. Like if you're meeting up on planets with Unification Day or something like that, it's kind of a cool ship to take with you. Um, Other than that, I've got nothing to do with this. If I remember right, I used to mine meteors with them, and they mined like you would not believe. They were probably the best ship in the game at mining meteors and asteroids and stuff. But like I said, for me, it's this one. We're gonna hang out with this little booger right here. He's my buddy. We have flown over this planet enough times to, I guess, know it inside and out by now. We've yeah, this is my home planet. We've been here for the last week, so I think it's about time we say goodbye and we strike out on the road again for a couple months. Oh boy, I don't know that I have another home planet that's quite, or system that's quite as well put, as nice as the one I'm in right now. And you see what I do with these. I don't do much with my home bases. I don't do much with my base at all. I've been doing this just trying to get back into using a base for anything, because I just don't. Um, how big is this cave? It's not big enough, and it looks like it just goes through the mountain there. It's just a hole through the hill. Like somebody overshot a freighter and created a big hole. There you go. But I think we've already been down this hole. Pretty sure. Or no. Okay. Ship said no. I'm not going. He's getting spoiled now. He's like, I belong in the air. I don't belong under the ground. We're not trying to bury me. Wee. And this ship is so fast, you'll miss the base in a heartbeat. Okay, so both of y'all are here. I expect both of you to be gone by the time I get back, okay? If somebody comes and picks you up, tell them $5. Okay? $5. That's all we want for you. $5. Yep. Y'all are worth it. Every single penny of it. 500 pennies. That's a lot of money. It is. Okay. I'm out of here. It's not that I don't like living ships. I do. I like them just fine. Um, I just don't know what to do with them. I have nothing to do with them basically because they're huge. They're not little itty bitty ships like the one I'm in right now. And what I do requires little itty bitty ships. Um, those living ships are bigger than the Starborn Runner. They're huge. Um, so no, I don't see myself using those. Why is it every time I come in here, I seem to bring a wave with me every single time? Kind of like it, but still, it's kind of hard to believe this many people are coming to the anomaly at the same time. All right, so let's see. What do we have available to go play on today? Um, okay, so Red Redamster, Annie Outpost. Let's see if it lets us go there. Huh? 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 Let's see. Maybe we can get into something. Maybe it's a really, 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 really pretty planet. It could be. Let's hope. Okay, so the sky looks like somebody was basically assassinated and their innards were spewed in the sky. Where am I? I this is mm, probably not where I want to be. It's water. Bunches and bunches of water with red water. That is red, right? In the grass. What am I looking at here? Greenish? Yeah, that's red. Ew. Okay, I get you out of here. Yeah, that's not working for me. All right, so let's redouble back to the anomaly. Uh, it's not ugly. It's just not something. It's something that's going to hurt my eyes. I'm legally blind, so where are we? Here we are. And that I do a lot of things by color or by shape. Um, Speed just makes it that much more cool. Water, tropical, corrosive, Gualswo, humid. Let's go here. See what happens. The machine told me, or the system told me no. So that usually means they don't want me there, or the system don't want me there because the planet's not going to be something that I want. It just does that, I guess. I don't know. Oh, yeah, that's right. It's water. Um, Hello. There you land up here a little bit. Look at that. There's land. Now, are these just islands? It looks like we came back to the same place. Green ass grass, pink, red. Hmm. I hope it's not all just water again. It's still gonna hurt my eyes. We'll take a peek. I don't know what we're gonna run into, but um, well, this isn't so bad. It's like a strawberry shortcake with I don't know blue frosting or something. I don't know. The white kind of tones down all that red until you come upon water. and then you just like, ow, stop it. Okay. Oh, come on. I think we made it through the middle of that. Oh yeah, I got to stay away from the water. Although this would make an awesome planet to just go crazy on. I'm not really sure I want to go crazy just yet. I'm not even sure that I'm going to go crazy today. We're pretty much chilled out, not really needing to release any frustrations or anything on the planet. Wow, that's actually kind of pretty right in there. I'm starting to like mist a heck of a lot more now that we're in third person. You come upon a planet with mist, just go third person. It'll make it prettier. Also, seems to be a little bit easier to fly. All right, yeah, we gotta go. This is hurting my eyes. I start going cross. That's the end of it. And a lot of times, this is what it takes. You have to jump from one planet to the next, to the next, to the next, until you find something that you're willing to actually play with. Not every planet's going to be something that you're wanting to mess with. That's two pink and red planets that we've gotten in a row. That not that I mean it was pretty, it was, but yeah, it hurts my eyes. I can't do that. Hades too, barren planet. Huh? Whatever. Infected. What does that say? Infected dust bowl. Okay, I think we've been here. I'm pretty sure we were here last night. In fact, I'm damn near certain of it. Unless we couldn't download it. It might be what I think it's when we couldn't download. Well, maybe we were there, maybe we weren't. We're gonna find out real quick. Because we will get there and we're gonna look at this base and I'm gonna be like, I remember this. Or I'm gonna be like, yeah, we couldn't get out of here, so um, okay. I don't think we were here because if we were, I'm pretty sure we'd have stuffed this thing down that hole right there. Can we stuff this thing down that hole? Oh my god. What a little hole. Up, up, up. There's one over here. Don't stop, please stop. Yeah, I think we've made this thing too fast. And yeah, I don't know that we want to go down here anyway because that is water. Water likes to push us up off of it and right into the ceiling. So yeah, let's well, maybe we can go down this way. Nope. The cave said no. That's fine. Not sure what's slowing it down. I'm kind of glad that it is, but ouch. Yay, meteors. Lots of meteor showers is. Can I hit one? Can you hit me? No, no. Oh, I think I have to be first person to look up and go after these and get hit by one. Um, I'm pretty sure they still stop in midair and disappear before you get to them. Pretty sure. They're all over the place. But you got to stick with them because, it's right before morning, apparently. That's the greatest time for these mass meteor showers is right before dawn. Um, and they do move. I go to so many planets that sometimes it's hard to remember which ones I've been to, which ones I haven't. So if you see the same one on the list, it's like, well, I remember seeing it, but I can't remember if I went to it or if it just wouldn't load. Screw it, we're going to it again anyway. Off we go. Pack it up, get gone. Um, I know it's hard to see. Let's go up. We'll find the sun. Shouldn't be that hard. It's almost daylight here. At least it's supposed to be, I think, right? Maybe not. Mm, the rules have changed. Okay, there's the space station. So let's head to that. Or, well, somewhere around there. We're still behind the planet. Okay. There's the sun. All right. Discovered by Volodymyr. Okay. Well, thank you, Volodymyr. And let's take a quick flight. And we should know fairly quick if we've been here. In fact, I would say we have. Green grass. green sky, and green water. Well, green and blue, apparently. Looks blue from up here, but the green sky makes it look green. Caves. Caves. No, they're not really caves. They're. Man, let me go. Let me go down there. My shields are not pushing me up that hard. Come on now. I hardly have any shields at all. Those two living ships that I just showed you had higher shields than this thing. And I tried to take the shields off of this, but it won't let me. It's part of its basic, I guess, equipment. It won't let you just delete it and then re-add it later if you want to. It's part of the basic setup, so it's kind of stuck with it. Although, if I'm not going to use them, I guess I could take those living ships. Oh, no, you can't. Damn it. I was like, well, I guess we could scrap it for parts and then create something cool out of it. I guess not. Those ships can't be salvaged. This really is a pretty planet. Um, and I know we've been here before because the water um, and the sky and the land features, and there's a ton of freaking land on or water on this planet. So with that, let's head on to the next one. This is a really pretty planet, no doubt. I don't mind doing it again, but not yet. But I can't remember exactly what we did when we were here last, whether it was a crazy, uh, all over the place type thing, or you know, it feels like it was one of the first planets that we did the with this ship. Really pretty though. All right, so whose planet's next? Let's see, Pinky. No, yeah, it's an irradiated planet, and you've got radioactive damp, so I know you got storms, buddy. Verdant, mostly calm, mostly calm. We like this. It's the mostly part that gets us. Heimel, flourishing, paradise, light. So we're gonna go ahead and go to Portail, Eisentam, Colony. I can't remember. Maybe we were here yesterday too. No parlez-vous français? Yeah, we were here. The portal. But I don't think you guys were with me. I don't think I was recording this. And I guess the reason for that was, I don't know. I really don't remember. Sometimes it's hard to keep it straight unless I start labeling my videos with the planets that we're visiting again. It's Darch. There's not too many meteors, small meteor storms. So let's go find the sun. There it is. Hi, sun. Pew. That's odd. Look at that orange glow around it. Orange aura. The atmosphere is going to be orange. The land is going to be green. Ugh, barf. Let's go see. Dun, 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 dun. Ew. Ugh. Yeah. There's nothing we can do here. Um, it's. Let me slow down. See if any trees pop in. Now, no trees. Just mushrooms. Um, basic flat land, bumps, hills. It would be a good starter planet for folks learning to, do the rolls and banks and stuff like that because they're not going to hit much. Just, do your things between the hills and come over the top. Um, I, do a roll around this thing here, slob the knob or whatever, whatever it's called. Um, but yeah, this planet is, it's basic. It's very basic. I would say this is day one type stuff here. Um, it is flat-ish. It's got some rolling humps. Can't call them hills, really. And that's about it. It don't have much else. And there's not much to look at here. Um, and for me, it's probably not even that much fun to do a low level on. However, if you're new at doing low levels, this is really good type planet to head to because it's not like I said, you're not hitting much. You won't be hitting too much. I say that as I keep hitting stuff on my ships like, hey, mine, I want to get this trail burst out. We just passed this. Oh, okay. It'd be a good planet to find like crash ships on maybe. And those are fairly easy to find with this ship. If there's any like, within close distance, it's going to show up on your radar. Usually it'll show up as a white dot. What was that? Like a colony? Nope. Eh, I know I'm being a little harsh with the controls right now, but I'm just trying to make my way over this and see maybe, I don't know, maybe the terrain changes at some point and goes from this to, see, like I said, right way up there, there's a mountain sticking up. You never know. I mean, some parts of planets are different. Um, Somebody once told me that if you didn't like the one side of a planet, go to the other side of the planet because it'll be completely opposite. Sometimes that's true. Um, a lot of times it's really not, but looks like it might be a little bit true here because we're running into some hills now. It's still basically flat though, and it still looks like it's be really easy for a day one or a beginner just wanting to figure out how to keep their ship really close to the ground without hitting the ground and make their way over these hills. For us, it's kind of old. I know I still hit the ground on a lot of the more advanced planets, um, but you can't avoid that. Some days are better than others, and some planets are just a lot more tricky than others. And I hit trees basically all the time. I just do. Um, they grow back. They grow back. It don't take what 3 days, maybe 30 days. Is that? I can't remember what the limits are on the tree regrowth. I think it's like 30 in-game days, maybe or something, and they just pop back up. I was clearing out a racetrack once over one planet for my ship, and I was making it out of these ditches, and that's back in the day before I learned that my ship was well, it was way under modified. Um, it just wasn't upgraded as well as I should have upgraded it, and I was still kicking out maybe I don't know 400 units per second, and that was under the old system. I had no idea. Like I said, I had already started doing what I'm doing, and the ship changes had already popped out. Where the units per second had changed, et cetera, et cetera. And I was left in the dirt basically because a lot of folks they kind of knew exactly what was going on. And I had left one of the groups that I was in, um, and just basically because they were just getting I don't know a little more rude over time. They were a really good group when I first joined them, and then they just I don't know they stopped being fun and they started being more sarcastic than anything. They stopped being helpful and they started being mean. So I had nothing to do with it. I would go in, I would read what they said, because I don't play the game the way they do, or the way a lot of people do. I play the way I play right now. This is what I do, and there's not a whole lot that I need a group for this, you know, unless I want to go to their planets or something like that, and in which case, well, they play typically active, so um, I play creative. So if I even see their bases, it's odd. It's really weird. I don't know what you call it creative. I think it's custom. So you can basically just play the game however you want to play it. Yeah, this planet's not changing much. There's just not much going on here. I was hoping there would be, but there's not. Ow. And that wouldn't happen if I wouldn't just run right into a freaking tree or a hill, right? Or a big old clump of dirt. What is this? Meteor? Maybe. Yeah. Okay, let's head back to the Nom Nom. We can't do this one. Um, and like I said, sometimes you just go from one planet to the next to the next to the next, and I like you know I like to go to other folks' planets because I think they do a lot of work. They do a lot of building on their bases, and I think they're proud of those bases. Um, and nobody gets to see them except for them, unless they have friends that come to their bases and stuff like that. And a lot of folks don't. They just build their base and they're just like so proud of it, and nobody ever gets to see it. They take pictures, and nobody ever comes to their base or anything else like that. So I don't know. I like to go and see people's bases. Yeah, seeing all these people showing up. We all tend to show up in droves. If this don't work, we're just going to go find our own planet. And we can do that just as easily. Zinden. Flourishing. Humid. Radioactive. Flame ruptured. Contoured. Baza Black Pirate. Ooh. Huh. I like it. Okay. We might go there. Grassy. Endless Morass. Bountiful Moon. Scalding Planet. Poisonous Planet. So let's go see the pirates. Arr, matey. Once upon a time, I was a pirate. I was also a Gek firstborn too. Well, that was all during the days when we were trying to find something to do in this game. There just wasn't much to do. Oh, it's gone. Bye bye. Poof. We can try this. Take me home, California. Okay, where am I? In the middle of a storm. That's where I'm at. All right, so let's take a look at this guy. What is all this white stuff all over the place? That looks really cool. Oh, yay. Where's your base? Bro, is there a base? Ouch. Ouch. All right, fine. Well, there's bases all over this place. Let's go look at some bases. What do you think? We ain't doing nothing better. There's bases everywhere. Why? What is so golden about this place?
Weather update. Storm clearing.
No, I don't want to go in the water. So this base, let's see. Yeah, okay. This was it was an expedition system. I guess folks still come back. There is a lot of land, I think, but there's also a ton of water. And everybody's building their bases underwater or near the water. So I would say this was the expedition before this last one. And this one, I might have been here. I hate to admit that, but there were some certain things during that expedition you had to have, and sometimes you had to go to other people's bases to get it because they'd already done the expedition and they started farms and stuff like that. So when others came through, you could come by their base and pick up, whatever bits and bobs you might need. I didn't need much. I think I needed it wasn't Mordite. Um, it was one of the plants because I think we were cooking something or another. Yeah, let's go find our own. All right, so let's get out in the middle of space somewhere, away from this place. Let's go. Let's go. Get gone. Here we go. Right here. We're gonna go right there. No idea what we're gonna run into here. No idea. Not worried about it yet. don't know why that even pops up. It doesn't exactly show me what I'm looking at. Um, all right, gotta go first person. Undiscovered. That is a chromatic fog planet. Cool. That is not what we're looking for. Temperate. Ossified. Scaly. Arc panda, huh? Cool. All right. So this is not the system for us. So what we're going to do is we're going to go in here. We're going to go to the catalog. We're going to click, no, not technology, materials and items. Plants, star bulb, hit this bad boy, and hopefully the system will take us where we want to go. There it is. And we should run into a paradise planet here. Blue marble. Can I get my pointer, please? Thank you. Well, the blue marble's gone. It's a flourishing planet. Damn. Reeking. You're the second over, so there's one behind this big fatty here. Rotting. Violent. And freezing. Flourishing, huh? You don't look like you're flourishing all that damn well. All right, that ain't what we're looking for. I mean, you have a good chance, a very good chance of coming up with a paradise planet when you do that. Um, for a while there, I was hitting, I think 7 out of 10. But you still have a chance of coming up with a flourishing planet or a temperate planet, or I think that's it. That's all that um, you're going to get from the star bulb. But star bulb grows on paradise type planets. Okay, now let's do that again. Materials, plants, star bulb. It's just going to take me right back to where I was. Isn't it? We'll see. It probably will. I thought I went a good ways out, but maybe I didn't. I only went like next planet over. What? Okay. Yeah, we just came back. I think temperate, radioactive. Okay, so that blue marble's different. Different to blue marble. Xeno colony, blighted, paradise. Bingo. It looks like it's green water with red land. And it doesn't look like there's a ton of land to it either. Let's see what we got ourselves into here. Who knows? Might be nice. Might be pretty. Would you look at that? It ain't ugly. It ain't beautiful, but it ain't ugly. Oh God, there's that tag. Okay, That's one way to get rid of the tag. Red land, pink sky, uh, bluish water, red, red to bluish water. Depends on the direction you look at it from. I don't mind red planets, but I don't like the red sky. How do people know where to stop mowing their lawn? Just kidding. I like fitting through whatever nooks and crannies these hills provide for us, because sometimes they lead to better views on the other side. Usually they do. Sometimes they just lead you more to more garbage, but not garbage, but more um, regular old land. I like the blue mist that's coming up off the water. I'm not sure how well that shows because I noticed that I get a little bit better resolution um, on my screen than I think I'm putting out. I think YouTube just doesn't. I don't know. It doesn't seem to be able to carry that type or whatever I'm pushing through. And also, it wants to rip on me. I've got the bit rates up to 51,000. I know my upload speed's high enough. It's just for whatever reason, it's not coming through on YouTube. And when she's not home um, and doing her streaming, I'm usually pushing through about 100 upload and about 750 down. And that's with two other, machines hooked up doing their thing. So I'm sure they're updating or downloading something else for me to do later. Can we go? Can we go? Oh, jerk. I thought it was going to let me through. It just popped through the top. It's like, boop, you can't go that way. Oh, but we will. We will. We will try. And we will continue trying until we do. But I told you, when I see holes, the ship is going through them, or it's going to try to. This planet is overloaded with these lily pads, though. Look at this. They're everywhere. It's trying really hard. Even the ocean's full of lily pads. I like this. This is cool. If you gotta make your way across the ocean, might as well puddle jump. But I know we haven't been here. Um, I know we haven't done anything here, but at the same time, this does. It looks like a vacation spot of hell, like Satan's vacation spot. This is where he goes to get get away from the demons. It's like, damn it, just get away from me for a week. Leave me alone. We might. Are we in Eisentam now? I don't think we are we? Let's see. This planet. All right, let's see. No, we are in Euclid. And since I don't want this planet, I don't know if somebody else does. Maybe they will, maybe they won't. It's red. It's harsh. It's not harsh. It's nice. It's just uh, and it hurts my eyes. It is that red. I don't think I've touched the inside of this yet. We are going 0. So apparently this ship is almost capable of hovering, but it's not. The only ship in the game that I know of that can actually hover is the Sandborn Runner or Starborn Runner. I keep calling it Sandborn. Let's see. There you go. Anybody wants this planet? There's the freaking coordinates. I don't want it. Um, like I said, I don't typically collect planets for any reason. I just don't. And a big reason behind that is because I do visit a lot of other people's planets, and if I start claiming them, I would have to go back here to the discoveries, um, and I'd have to hit this button right here, which would literally cause me to claim all of these, all of this that I haven't claimed. Um, and I don't want to do that because a lot of those planets aren't mine. Those planets and systems and stuff, they're not mine. Somebody else found them, and they're probably going to go back to it one day, and they're going to be like, well, why don't I own this system anymore? So I don't want to do that. So if you want to claim your planets after you make your base, or after you decide, okay, well, my foot's on this planet, it's mine now, right? Go here, hit this button, claim it, take it. That way, the next person that comes along 3, 4 months from now, they're not saying, "Oh, look, there's a base here. How did I, how did I discover this planet? I didn't discover this planet, right? Or this system. It's not mine. I don't understand." Okay, this one's got water. Let's just go here. See what happens. Just trying to get away from the last the last paradise planet, so I can pop it out again for the star bulb. Oh yeah, I gotta turn this back on. Azure planet, lifeless. Verdant, and there's another planet on the backside of this. Um, Itty bitty moon. Looks like it's having an electrical fire on the top right now. Some kind of a polar issue. Might be the radio source. Hyperborean. Okay, that's Azure. Let's check out this planet real quick. Behind this one, I'm not going to want that under that. Harsh blue globe. Those aren't bad. Just not what I'm looking for. Let's go to the Azure planet. I don't remember being on one of these. It has indium on it, but it's not, you know, it doesn't seem like it has harsh storms. Doesn't have anything activated there. Object of interest detected. I don't want to trade right now, bro. Thank you though. I know you're probably going to give me a name tag. I get it. Ooh, it's black and white and spiky. Neat. Ooh, I didn't get a name tag. Cool. We're just gonna fly through here for a second. We're not gonna fly here for long because there's not a whole lot you can really tell about this place, and it's the same color at night as it is in the day. I'm pretty darn certain. Look, we wound up on the moon, and there's lots of spikes here. Is that water? It is. B. And we like to play with the water too. I do like water. I don't like it like I don't like it all over the entire planet. But lakes here, lakes there, rivers that run up between mountains and stuff like that. I think that's cool. Where is the sun in this blasted planet? There you are. Okay, so now let's go down here and see what we run into. Now that we have a little daylight, oh no, it is not black and white in the daytime. More red. Uh, uh, we we just do red today. Next, I guess it'll be blue, right? And this is also really good for, say, beginning. This would be like step two, maybe, where you're learning to, weave in and out between stuff. Ugh, but it'd be horrible, horrible, horrible down low next to the water. There's just way too much mist. We're done. Okay, let's go to you again. Go to you. And let's see if we find something good. We might. You don't know. That looks like a, I'm gonna say, yeah, temperate vapor. We've been here already. Noxious, temperate. Two temperate planets. Hmm. Neato. Okay. So now let's see if things have changed a little on the nom nom. And it's fun, you travel from one solar system to the next, to the next, to the next, just spotting and seeing, what you see. Wow. Honey Planet, Stabils 26's base. Stabils, okay. Oh wow. Oh wow. Nice. Okay, okay, okay. Okay, okay, okay. We can deal. We'll cope with this. Oh my god. We're done. Okay. The orange just kind of took me by surprise there. I was not expecting that. Right alongside our floating islands while we on our little orange here. And everything's all flashy flashy in my face. Why is everything flashy flashy? It's because there's a ton of heat coming off of my ship. No? Okay, I'm gonna go silent here for a minute. She just got home, and the dog's gonna go crazy here in a second. Uh, all right, that was a bit of drama there. Um, she's got custody of the puppy for the day, or she got custody of Cricket. Um, Charlie, he does what Charlie wants to do. He goes where he wants to go when he wants to go there. So, but Cricket needs her mommy. She's been depressed a little bit lately, and I think a lot of what I'm seeing as far as the flashing, I'm certain this is a paradise planet of sorts. I'm certain of it. I think can't prove it, but I think it is. But what I'm seeing is the storm. Um, let's see, discoveries. Hmm, let's see. Yeah, it's paradise planet. It's just one that you can actually see the weather on when you're flying. You can't really tell it all too much when you're just walking around on your feet and whatnot. But flying around low level like this, oh, you definitely see it. That's your humid flashes, or and it's another planet that we've come to, and it's once again decided that we own it, and we do not. But yeah, clear out your planets every once in a while. You have to actually visit them every once in a while to maintain your ownership of them. That's why, for me, I don't want to, wow, I don't want to stick a bunch of time into some planet just to come back later, 2, 3 months to a year or two from now to realize that it's no longer my planet. Um, Somebody else has taken over since I left, and they have every right to do so. And the game just, I don't know. It's like, hey, you're the first person that's come here in damn near 6 months. You discovered me. Well, if that's true, why is there a base on you? you know, I mean, it's basically what the game's considering, I guess, abandonment. Like you just abandon the base or the planet, and that's it. You're done. You're washed up. And my main, I used to make a base um, in every galaxy, and it would be the very last, one of the last few planets. I don't know. It's within striking distance of the core of the galaxy before you cross over to the next galaxy, um, which is something I haven't done, I think, in 3 years, crossing to another galaxy. I just haven't had to. Um, there's enough people that play that you can actually just piggyback, on through the anomaly. But yeah, I think this hurts my eyes too because of the flashing. It hurts. It's starting to give me a headache. It's a pretty planet though. Um, if you can just get used to that weirdness, the orange, mm-mm. and yeah, it was nice other than that. Now let's find something we can actually give a tour guide of, right? Um, Something nice, something that we can um, do a slow and low, a granny low. You know what I'm saying? Something chillaxed. I might have already seen all the chillaxed ones. These poor guys, they're out there doing their thing, going from planet to planet, building what they build, and you know, here I am just running into everybody's planet, looking to see what they got, what they did, and blah blah blah. Um, that's mine. Oh, okay. I'm like, wait, yeah. When I built the ship fun, I have my squid. Um, I don't think we've, I don't think I've ever taken you guys here. Maybe I have actually. Emerald Base. If it's colonies, I didn't build anything there. That's going to be a level 6. Let's go see. Oh yeah, we got ourselves some Pepsi today in the bottles. Oh man, nothing beats Pepsi in a bottle or Coke in a bottle, for that matter. What happened here? Mm-hmm. Can we jump? What would I be jumping into? Well, we could, but we'd just jump right down to the ground there because you have to. Yeah, it's too far over. I built this? I didn't build this. There's no way I built this. Let's see. There's only one way to tell if I built it. Yep, I built it. It's mine. Damn it. When the heck did I build this? I don't remember building this. Really, I don't. It's a nice place, nice little area. Not quite sure why I built it here. But yeah, I used to build my bases right next to a portal. In every galaxy. That way, I'd always know if I decided to I wanted to go somewhere in another galaxy or something like that. I could always just portal or take a teleport to my base in whatever galaxy and then hit the portal to wherever I needed to go within that galaxy. And I used to do a lot of that, but over time I just stopped because I don't know. I wasn't getting anywhere any very anytime quick. I just wasn't. When did I find this? And why did I decide that it was? It's really not that difficult. It is and it isn't because right here you're dealing with the hills. But look at these. You have these great areas between the hills and the mountains and whatnot. And that's kind of cool right there with this planets. The ring just goes right through the center of both of the two on the outer edges. And it kind of looks like these two are hitting each other, but I don't think they are. Um, we'll go check that out in a little bit too. It might be because of these racetracks. They're, yeah, I'm certain that's what it was because of the racetracks. Racetracks to me were a big deal for a very long time. Um, and that's because ships just didn't have the speed that they have now, you know, and you could actually stay within these, not easily, but mostly kind of easy. Um, but over time, we got faster, and there's just no way you can stay within these tracks anymore or these ditches. This is what I made my racetrack out of. These ditches. Let's get out of here. Wee. All right, so you can go up here and you can see all the tracks that are across the land. Neat, right? Boy, that's what you need right there is great big long straight stretch. Crossover, traverse. I wouldn't say that this was all that long ago that I created this, but you'd think I would remember the base, right? Okay, it's port trade station. It's not all that scenic, I don't think. It could be, but I'm not seeing it. Not really sure why I created this. I might have needed it for something. I don't know. Ow. Well, I guess that might be part of the level 6 right there. You're not going through these trees. You can hit them all you want, and they're going to stop you. They're like petrified or something. But this isn't a planet that I would want to do a slow and low on. I'm not sure why I would say that it would be a scenic low level. It's not really that pretty. I mean, it is, but it's not. There's just not much to look at as far as land features, as far as water. In fact, I think this one has probably changed from a paradise planet to what it is now, because that's what happens. Every time they come out with changes to planets and stuff like that, um, a lot of planets will literally change from paradise to frozen to some other different type of planet completely. And that's what this one looks like happen here. Is I don't remember a reason why I would put this here. 'Cause it's not like I need bases or anything. I must have thought something of this place. Let's go see up here. Maybe there's something we're missing up here. Okay, let's see if these two planets are colliding up here. I doubt it. Highly doubt it. But it does happen in this game. There are planets that are colliding, hitting each other. But like I said, even those are difficult to find sometimes because, well, honestly, um, every time planets change, the solar systems change. So a lot of the planets that used to be colliding with other planets are no longer colliding with other planets. And that was half the fun, was finding those planets. Okay, so let's go back here again. Now that we are in, I'm pretty sure we're in Eisenham now. So that should bring up a totally different list. And it should be fewer people entering at the same time as me because we're in a totally different galaxy. Then again, maybe not. Well, there is one entering with it too. Two entered with us. Three. Where'd he go? Final portal. Final portal of what? It's Boone Reeves 4's base. So let's go see what Final Portal looks like. What do you think? Sounds like a deal, right? Final Portal to me means the very last freaking galaxy and the very last jump. That's what Final Portal means to me. Then again, we very well could be in, I don't know, Euclid, and this is like the very last portal prior to the jump. Who knows? I don't want to make that jump because I don't want to fix all the technology in this freaking ship. Nope, absolutely not. Okay, so your planet is, well, a lot more hazy than I like. Ugh. And the lower you get, the hazier it gets. Okay, let's go up here, see where we're at on the universe chart. We are in Euclid. We are 331,157 light years from the core. This, he must have just gave up and said, I'm done. So this is not the last portal. Wait, yeah, no, that's the core way up there. You're not getting there from here anytime soon, son. Yeah. So let's do it my way. Click you. Click you. Click you. Okay. We didn't have to go far, so we're going to go over there. System's name is Rot something or another. All right, we always go right to left. Unless we're doing a search on a ship or something like that, then we go left to right and just follow the whole of the ship around. Miasmatic, because I have asthma, so, right? Imminent core detonation. You're probably going to be a temperate planet, aren't you? You're that or grassy. Blighted. What? Okay. Find that sweet spot. Bleak. Okay, so the star bulb's going to be on the grassy planet. So is probably a whole bunch of weather. We're going to see. Because what's the point in coming out here if you're not going to stop at a planet and see what the hell's on it? You never know. You might find a pink planet with, I don't know, blue water and I don't know, what's Easterish? Yep, nope, this is orange. I'm pretty sure. Nope, it's brown. Ow. I mean, it ain't ugly, but looks like the mountains in the morning. Fog with your clouds on the ground. We can go up here and play with toad poles. Even they're fairly well covered. Oh my god, the clouds are way down. Ow, ow. I'm not very good at flying third person still. I'm still learning. Ah, I just went right through it. I went right through that one too. What? Okay. Are we on? Can we do this again? Or are we just going to bump into it? Mm, well, well, we did. We flew right through it. We. How about you? Nope. Yeah, we flew right through you. Through you. Help. No big deal, man. Okay. That was real. These poles here are real. I'm pretty sure. Let's line it up. Okay. Let's go. Yep, it's real. These things up here are not. I'm guessing for most of these planets, they aren't. They're more like holograms or something. But oh, I forgot. That one wasn't. Yeah, the planet's hard to see on, so. I used to like the bases that were all out next to the um, Galaxy Core, because that's where everybody liked to build their bases. Everybody always built their bases right there next to the cores. That way, wherever they wound up, within the system, they could always, have somebody go to their base and or just ferry somebody to their base, and they could just, hop to whatever next system is that they needed to go to. I've had to piggyback a couple people, but that was I guess about a year and a half ago. It's been a while because it was on um, my main save, and it's been a while since I've been on that save. I mean, it has been a while. Harsh toxic wind on a paradise planet. We've been on one of these before. Urath. I guess that's what it is, right? Let's see if we can find something just to light on. You know, hang out for a minute. Dang. Oh, wow. We might have struck gold here. Maybe. Somebody found themselves gorgeous. Wow. I like the colors here already. Light blue sky, bubbles, blue freaking grass, blue water. That's blue water. Huh. Okay. Things are looking up. No base. Where's your base, bro? Well, I wouldn't. If I wouldn't create a base either. We. Let's go see the world. Well, let's go see the. Well, I like this planet, except for one thing, and I'm sure everybody already knows the one thing I don't like about it so far. Where's the damn trees? Where are they? I have a paradise planet and don't have no trees. But still, um, maybe we can make something out of this. I don't know. Oh my, oh my, oh my, oh my. Did y'all see the size of this cave? That is water underneath us. And as long as we stay slow, it shouldn't push us up too far or too hard, but it will push us up, and these walls will suck us over. We're magnetic again. All right, let me put this in first person because that's the only way we can explore a cave because the cameras. Get off the wall, son. This ship likes the walls of these caves like I've never seen a ship liking walls of caves. It's like, but I like it. I want to be on this side of the wow. No, stop it. And I'm going to have to start flying first person a little more again because we haven't flown first person in this ship very often. And I need to know. I need to know what I'm doing in my ship. I just haven't. I need to learn how to judge it, how to get um, what I can take it through, what I cannot take it through, because flying first person is a lot different than yanking the ship across the screen to avoid stuff. You're not going to be doing that. You will not be doing that. Everything has a much more real feel to it. Now, see, this was pretty here. but it's like a pasture or something. Something I put my cows in. This is pretty out here. Huh? Okay, we're just cruising on along at about 150 now. Nothing big, nothing fast, nothing crazy. Just cruising, hanging out, saying hi. How y'all doing? There are a ton of caves on this planet. Um, I think we've seen one or two that we could go into, but I don't think they're the big ones. I think they're just basically in and go through and then come out. There are some scenic views on it. It does have standing lakes, um, which is better than standing freaking oceans, in my opinion. This ship does seem to have a little more speed just with the launch engines. I've done nothing to them, but we're not using our boost engines or anything, our thrusters. Doink. Okay, so this one looks like it would be best at altitude, a little higher altitude, so you can actually look over and survey the land ahead of you. It is purplish, pink, and blue and green, or blue water, and green grass. No trees. That's kind of depressing. Lots and lots of rocks, though. Maybe the rocks killed the plants or the trees. The meteors are on the ground. They're not in space anymore. They're here. Well, hi there. What you doing? No reason to bob and bob. We're good. Just coming to check your hauler out. Let's go through this way. Oh, what a dumpy cave. I wanted to go down to the center of the planet. Some folks have said that they've been in caves that go like long, 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 long ways down. I've never seen one. Um, I've only seen the ones that go typically about as far as we've gone. Um, some can go a little further, but I've gotten lost in a major one at one point. But that was back before they started making changes to the game, and I just haven't seen the big long ones since then. And I don't mean it that way, but um, no, that's just a portal or a passage through a hiding spot for pirates. Har har. We're going to get you now, right? Okay. Funny how the ship trail just falls off right as soon as you're about ready to enter. It's like, nah, we're good. We'll just leave it right over here on the side of the anomaly. Okay, y'all ready? Come on, let's go. Okay, he's already out. Nope, he's there. Come on. Eh, eh. Come on. Me. I guess they're not into partying today. They will be. Just give them time. They got to get liquored up or something. They'll be all right. We've been here. We've been here a lot. We've been to a lot of these. In fact, I think we've been to damn near all of them. Yeah. See, these are just stuck. They don't go nowhere. Right, let's try that again. And this one's got fog. This one's got a warm fog, so it's probably going to be hazy again. And this is what happens, every once in a while you get lucky and you find a whole bunch of I don't know, really cool stuff right in a row. And then, you know, wow, this is like I don't know if it's actually going to be pretty, but it is actually really cool. I love these trees. Um, you're not pushing these out of the way. With your ship, you crash into one, you're stuck. Well, you're not stuck, but you're not going through it. Um, it's permanent feature. So it's best to avoid those. There's a lot of bases here. Any reason why? Okay, it won't land now. Sometimes it will, sometimes it won't. I don't want to land when you're in first person. Now I don't want to land when I'm in third person. Do you mine? Apparently, it does mine. It's like, no, fuck off. We're not landing. But yeah, these are fun to slalom. Coming through here, just going back and forth, back and forth. Somehow or another, we missed that. Otherwise, we would have come to an abrupt halt. These trees don't think twice about stopping you right where you're at. Well, they didn't used to. I guess you can fly through them now too. Check us out. Not flying through that. That's for damn sure. See, it'll push you around that. But these trees, they used to grab you. You can fly right through them now. I guess the game's like, well, if you hit me, then you know, you're gonna be unalived. So you, we'll just go ahead and let you pass through. That's all I can think. I don't know why you can just fly right through them now with no penalty, just right on through. Ow. But anyway, we're gonna go ahead and call it here. I just wanted to go ahead and um, do a little bit of searching for whatever planets we could find. We're not finding much. We have found a couple that were really decent, but they weren't much to really fly over. It's just like this one. It's really decent, um, especially if you want to fly like I don't know, crazy. But it's not much to fly over for scenery. Um, we can get up here and I can show you. It's this is a playground. This is what we play with. This is where we come to do our hone in our skills. Um, and I badly need a planet, but not probably this poorly lit. This is Friday the 13th type lighting. This Halloween planet right here. But I want to figure out what why is there's so many bases here. Okay, discoveries. Who discovered this? Tuna egg. Well, I don't know what a tuna egg is, but apparently a lot of people do. Either that or he's created a whole crap ton of stuff. I always think that there's people here, but there's not. Those are just save points. Okay, and I'm going to start looking for another game to start over or start with. Um, I've had a week off, I think. Yeah, about a week off from the other simulation games. I've had a break. That's what I use this game here for is um, halfway. You know, after I finish one game, I come back here and I dump. I just brain dump. I don't want anything to do with another game until I am ready to actually play another game. And now we're about ready to play another game. Um, I don't know what we're gonna play. We're gonna find something. We'll find something. But anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and see if she'll land now. She will. Yay! But we're gonna go. We're gonna see if we can find something else to play. Um, it'll be probably another simulation game because that's what we're good at. Um, and I promise the next one we'll play it to. I don't promise. I can't make that promise. Um, I was gonna say I promise to play it till completion, but y'all know me. I'm not a completionist. I play a game to the point where you know you beat it, and then I let it go. We grind right up to that point, and then we grind a little more, and then when you finally know that you've got the game under wraps, that's when I quit. I'm done. I'm good. Um, my game is actually just doing the freaking grinds. That's what I do. But anyway, thanks for stopping by. I'm not sure how I wound up with both of those living ships. No idea. I just wound up with them somehow or another. One of them I earned. The other one just I paid for, basically. It, actually the game actually charged me for it. It was in my pretty sure it was in the um, Quicksilver guys um, place over there. After I'd already downloaded the first one, I went over there and well, I'm pretty sure I had to pay for it. But anyway, thanks for stopping by, and I will see you guys in the next one.